Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your boy Mr. Box Office from Mr. Box Office TV, back with another show for you today. And on the show today, we want to talk about my response to David Harris on the Irish Hotspur, saying that, well, he looks very happy that we're losing at the moment. On the back of this prediction on this show. So let's roll the footage. Back to life, back to reality. Oh, sorry. That was to David Harris, that waffler. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your boy, Mr. Box Office, from Mr. Box Office TV, back with another prediction for you today. On my knees! Listen to Postecogolu talking absolute waffle, and that's why I want him out. My prediction today for the Wolves game, you lucky ones again, is Tottenham losing 1-0. The reason for this, it's only going downhill. You see the apologies for this manager, the apologies that I hear from Postecogolu saying we've got injuries, we're on our knees. Oh please, I'm better off watching Love Island, and that's it. I'll be married before Tottenham Hotspur actually win a trophy, and I mean that, and that's it. And that's coming from your boy, Mr. Box Office, the main event, the Professor of Truth and Entertainment, the ratings killer, Jack's nightmare. And if you don't know, get to know. And get that. Courtesy for your boy, Mr. Box Office, the main event again. You're welcome. And on the back of that, I listened to the reaction of Jack and David. And this is what it said. I didn't clip him because you know what? I've got respect for him. We are going to debate. It will happen on his channel. The only reason why I'm not having David on my channel at the moment is because, one, I don't speak to him that much at the moment. And, you know, I have respect for his channel. And he's worked very hard for his channel. I've got a lot of respect for him. Two, I need to get Kuva on. Simple as that. Kuva is my boy. He's a good friend of mine. And for me, he's a priority to have on the channel. And then we'll move on to other people. Ellie, another one as well. And I hope she's doing well as well. Also, I just need to say to everyone in the chat, hope you had a very, very good Christmas and looking forward to the new year coming up. Had eaten a lot of food, enjoyed it with your families and loved ones. That's one thing I've done, definitely. And one thing I've learned over time is that this is just football and life is life. And that's really it for me. And it will always be that for me and nothing else, because Tottenham Hotspur have been a disappointment for quite a while. If you watch my channel, my channel, you would have seen the things that I've said over time, especially what I said, my experience being a Tottenham fan as well. So it's not changed and never will change. That's really, to be fair, and that's really sums up what I've just said, a summary of what I've just gone through as a Tottenham fan. But to navigate to what David said, he said first thing he said was, well, first time I've seen this guy celebrate when Tottenham were right in the mire. Well, if you watch that video, you wouldn't say that about Deji when he's freestyling, which I think is very, very good, by the way, and which is what I do. I freestyle, mate. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be expressive. I don't know why in 2024 you can't express yourself. You're not allowed to have a personality. The thing is, though, you can't have a personality. It's just if you have a personality, you're looked as a bad person. You can't say anything because you're looking too happy at the moment. You should be glum. We should be miserable. And it's just like, well, I'm 37 years old now. So, and if I've been through what I've been through as a Tottenham fan and seen this before, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to get upset when I've seen this before. I've been disappointed before, and I've been through this so many times. So when you learn to deal with disappointment in your life, you learn to just get on with it. You learn to just get over it very, very quickly. And you start to put things in perspective, the football perspective on things. But for some reason or another now, it's like you can't, if you give a football perspective or be a certain way, you're obviously either very happy, you're trolling, or you're whatever it is. And that's the thing that's really pathetic is that you don't get the football opinion back. And this is where he comes up. He says, well, he looks very happy, he says. And then he finds it very strange. Again, he doesn't say that to Saba. I love Saba, by the way. Absolutely love Saba. Please subscribe to Football Heritage TV. I've watched it a little bit earlier today. Some brilliant corners earlier today with him, and which challenged him. And you see the best of Saba when you see him challenge. Go and watch his channel, obviously, and please like and subscribe to his channel, and also like to Irish Hotspur as well, because like I said, I'm here to support everybody, especially ones who have been good to me, who turn up. And David and me have always had this back and forth between us. It's just recently, in recent times, it's not happened, which has been disappointing, very disappointing. And because of this, he's got his side of things. I've got my side of things. We've not come together for many reasons, which I'm not going to go on about the channel because that's between me and him. And for me, it gets to a point where it's just like, well, come on now. You know what I mean? It's like, but then he says this little corker. He says this. Second of all, Jack, I'd love to know what Mr. Box Office's opinion on Tottenham, because he worries about other people. Now, I'll ask people in the chat, what's Mr. Box Office's opinion? If you've been watching Mr. Box Office's opinion, what is Mr. Box Office's opinion? I'll give you a free shot at it. If anybody's in the chat right now, if anybody wants to make themselves known in the chat, what is Mr. Box Office's opinion on Ange Postecoglu? Not that I've made it any clearer. Well, if you want an opinion on Ange Postecoglu, if you want an opinion on what I feel about Ange Postecoglu, well, bam, that's what it is. If you watch that show a couple of weeks, I don't know how long it was ago, I told you why I can't back Ange Postecoglu. A full show with bit by bit why I don't back Ange Postecoglu. In the show, I told you why I can't stand Tottenham at the moment. I told you why I've not liked it since Pochettino. I've told you why in videos way before that, why I've not liked the team. I've told you why I think the team have got no arrogance or swag, too many nice guys. Oh, now everyone said it. I've told you why there's no composure in the team. Someone that can put their foot on the ball. Not like Fulham's midfield, who are doing well at the moment. Lukic and Sanderberg, who are some of the players that we would love to have in our team, that put their foot on the ball and recycle the ball whenever we're in trouble. When they're under pressure, they take that pressure off the defense, take the pressure off the team to stop the momentum of that other team. But we don't have that. We have that, we should have had that in a certain player like Bentancur, but we see exactly the deficiencies of Bentancur. He's very, very up and down. And this is what I talk about. This is exactly what I've been saying. I said I need a coach. I don't know where I need to say it. It's like the problem is that the reason why I've not done a show is because I'm repeating myself. I'm repeating myself consistency, rinse and repeat. And if I keep on rinse and repeating myself, it's either showing that I've got a big ego and just trying to rinse the whole thing to pieces, which really for me, I shouldn't be keeping on doing that. It's boring. Going in people's faces, which is not, regardless what you think about Mr. Box Office, there's only so many times I can say the same thing. Because I've been vilified, I've been verified that I've been absolutely 100% right about Tottenham Hotspur. I've been 100% right. We should never have got Mourinho in. I've been 100% right that we should have not sacked Pochettino. We should have got somebody similar to Pochettino. I told you why I switched off since then. And I've been consistent. Yes, I wasn't consistent about Harry Winks and the likes of Davis. Yes, I did say I did support them. But then I saw the real reality of those players. And then after that, I was like, okay, we shouldn't have those sort of players. Apologise to David Harris, which I've got the receipts for. And now I've upped my standard, what sort of players we need. So I don't understand what we're talking about here. And big up to everybody in the chat. It's live and direct from Box Office City. You're at Box Office TV, yes. You're talking to the main event speaking, yes. He's having his say and talking to you about why do I have to keep on talking about why I'm Ange Out? What do I think about this team, Tottenham Hotspur? Because the problem with the fan base at the moment, we have one result and you're supposed to change your mind. And I'm sorry, that's just not the way it goes with me. I don't change my mind just on the flip side. It just doesn't work like that. If it didn't happen with Pochettino, and I only started to believe in him after a year and a half, it's not going to do it. It's not going to happen now. And I don't care if people don't like me about this. I don't care if you think I'm stubborn. Because at the end of the day, I can only go on what I see. Other people can do stats. Other people could do whatever they want. But for me, personally, I can only go on what I see. Now, people can say whatever they want. They get the credibility more because they've got stats. Cool. But the game for me is all about what I see. Stats can come another time, that's fine. But for me, I need to see it. And at the moment, the more I see Ange, the more I do not like this guy, and the more I need a different manager. Spoiler alert, I will talk about some managers that I think Tottenham Hotspur should be going for. So stay tuned. That's it for me. But then he says at the end of this, he says, oh, this is an opinion. Because I talk about other people's opinion. No, I just said that they were embarrassing, but I said you can debate me all day long. If you want to debate me, you can debate me. But I've not heard the call yet. I see Arian debating Hotspur Hood. I see the In Out guy, Eddie, debating at Hotspur Hood. I see Sean doing it to Stell, which hopefully that will happen. Because we've been waiting. Hallelujah. Hopefully it does happen. Because we've been waiting for this for so long now. Because it's been going between themselves for so long now. So thank goodness they're sorting themselves out. But this is what we want. We need to be challenged. Because the discussion needs to happen. Because I'm fed up with echo chambers. That's fine. If you want echo chambers on your channel, that's cool. But it's time to have the discussion here, because the more we have this discussion, the more we can have this. We can see what happens. Big up to everybody in the chat, by the way. Just need to say, I'm going to say hello to everybody. Big up to everybody's support right now. Big up to John. He's got a question. How much longer do you think we will have to put up with this idiot in charge? Well, I'll maybe put a little bit softly. I wouldn't put idiot there, but big up to you. I understand what you're talking about. Something, you're expressing yourself. It's fine. I know I don't like being in the chat. I've got to be honest with you, John. Listen, for me at the moment, I've said, I think there was a video there that I think he will. I said to the end of the season. I said to the end of the season for me, because one, I don't think we're going to be that clever enough to go for the manager that we're going to go for. I do not trust Johan Lang, and I do not trust Scott Munn, because I don't think they've got a plan. Now, Simon Davis sounds like a guy, from what we've heard, that they are trying to, they're not basing just on Ange as the manager. They're thinking, well, if he leaves, we're going to move on to another coach. We're going to look at other coaches similar to Ange so we can carry on the process. Now, hopefully that is the case. We can do a Brighton. Hopefully we can do a Brighton. Now, for me, Areola, for me, from what Stel's explained, he sounds like a manager that's a similar ilk to Pochettino. He's come from that background of Pochettino. And looking at what he's doing at Bournemouth is right up Tottenham Street for me. So, for me, at the moment, and I'm very impressed with what they're doing, especially with Sameo, the way he got the best out of Solanke. I think he's a guy that can coach players and make them better as a team, to adapt. And I think that's what we need. Now, me saying this, we need to see if he came to Tottenham, we need to see how he responds being the Tottenham Hotspur manager. Because, like I said, I think you can say you want somebody, but you don't know how they're going to respond to the environment of being at Tottenham Hotspur, because you've got to deal with a lot at Tottenham Hotspur. So we have to see, because you don't know how a manager's going to be the way they're going to be. We don't know. But this for me looks, and he's got Premier League experience as well. Another reason as well. I do think Marco Silva's a good idea as well. The way that he's playing, I mean, the only thing you got to worry about is maybe his time at Everton, but maybe he didn't have the players that he had at Everton. Well, the right players at Everton. There was also Thomas Frank. That was another one as well. And there's another one as well that I've just pinpointed as well. And it was Marcel Gallardo. Marcio Gallardo. That's it. Marcio Gallardo. That's his name. He's the Argentinian, well, Spanish. He's a head coach of River Plate. He's well known for making players better. He is, I think he's Argentinian. Yeah, Argentinian as well. It's a suggestion from someone that hopefully he's well. Someone that we had to have some really big, good, heavy debates before. His name's Danny Kariakou. Big up to him, whatever he's doing. Hope he's having a really good Christmas as well. He's the one that suggested him. And for me, I mean, the only thing that worries me about him is that he does look like similar to Ange in terms of the way he plays. But he does look like someone that can develop players. So this is where I've got my... This is the way I'm thinking at the moment. I'm not thinking about bashing the manager anymore. that's not my feeling anymore. And the reason why I can't do it anymore, it's not because I'm in denial. It's not because I'm not in denial at all. It's just because I'm fed up with talking about the same things. I'm sick of talking about the same things. It gets very, very, very boring, to be honest with you. I was out yesterday. I purposely went out yesterday. I'm purposely going out tomorrow because I don't want to go on stream. I do not want to go on stream. I don't want to go on shows because I don't want to say the same things. I'm lost to what to say anymore on the club. The only things I can talk about is probably about certain players like Kulusevski's, because there was something suggested yesterday that Kulusevski should be captain, which is not a bad suggestion, I have to say, not a bad suggestion, but whether it is something that will work, I don't know. I really don't know at the moment, at this stage, but it is a good suggestion. Son's not a captain at the moment. But, I mean, overall, I think I've made myself... What I'm saying is, overall, is that I think I'm making it absolutely clear what I've made about this club, what my feelings are of the club, what the feelings on the team this season. So I don't understand what David's saying. And then he says at the end of this, after Jack says, "Oh, Professor of Truth and Entertainment," well, he says the Professor of Celebration, Professor of Police Officer. And again, it's no football opinion here. It's just, again, another dig, which I sit there and think, come on, David, you know better than that. You know what I mean? It's just like, give me some football opinion rather than getting rattled, bro. But big up to him. Like I said, everybody support Mr. Irish Hotspur, the Irish Hotspur. The only thing I would say is that, you know, people saying on his comments saying, "Oh, well, I can't believe Mr. Box Office has got followers." I think maybe you could say something back to that. You know what I mean? Because I'll never let that happen. I think that's not cool. But you know, whatever people think, they think. You know what I mean? That's all I've got to say on that subject. But to say, you know, for me, I think to me, it's sad that just this a 1 minute video can rattle people so much, and you can't have fun anymore. You know, like I said, it's like, well, you know, if I'm gonna be miserable all day, it's just boring. You know, I've been a Tottenham fan for so long now. I know what to expect being a Tottenham fan now. So I can't get upset about this anymore. This has been going on for so long now. So, you know, we've said what we need to improve on, what we need to do. I can't stand the manager. I think the manager needs to go. And I think Areola, you know, Gallardo. I think there are managers out there, and I think there are more. I think Tedic, who used to be Dortmund manager, is an interesting one as well. So, you know, there are a lot of managers out there, coaches out there that I think would suit Tottenham. And if we were really ahead of the curve, I think we can get those in if you give them the right facilities. At the moment, I think Ange is just not that guy for me. I think regardless whether we are doing well or not, I think for the long term, for the young players, I think we need a coach to work with them, improve them, give them a chance as well. Obviously, you need experience, the right experience ahead of them, you know, so that are confident and better, you know, and that's the thing. I don't know what else to say, really. I don't know that you know. I just think we need a little bit better conviction here. Now, if people feel that Ange is the right man, you're entitled to your opinion. But I'm okay to challenge the opinion. And I think, unfortunately, right now, there's just you're not allowed to challenge the opinion anymore. And that's really what I was saying. You're seeing what we're seeing every single week. We're seeing everything. We're seeing things what we're seeing every single week. Now, it's not changing, even when we win. it's not perfect. The Man City game is now an anomaly because clearly Man City forced us to play the way we played. And because Man City couldn't take their chances, and like I said, now Haaland looks like the above average John Carew without the goals. Oh, who said that? Oh. No, I'm not having a go at him because I don't rate my strike force still. I don't rate my strike force. But it's funny how now he looked like he doesn't have any confidence now. Oh, look how good he is now. And for me, I think Man City are missing a trick with Haaland. Just to move on to a little thing, just to segue onto Haaland, just a little take on Haaland. I think if they play him more holding up the ball, trying to be more, not always trying to be stuck up front, I think he can try and get other players into play and try and get the other midfielders to get more goals, because I think they're so reliant on him to score goals at the moment that I think that's been a problem. And because he's not scoring goals, he's obviously lost a little bit of confidence. He needs to get going again, which I'm surprised at because I didn't think Haaland needed confidence for a goal scorer that scores so many goals. That scores so many goals so far. I think he's record goal scorer for. I haven't got the numbers, but someone in the chat maybe can tell me. But yeah, I agree with you, Hotspur Hood. He can't feed himself, no, but he can hold up the ball for other players, because I think he can help the likes of Sterling, Foden. I mean, the likes of Silva, the likes of Grealish, Doku. I think he can help those sort of players. Get them into play. With his hold-up play, he can do it because he has done it at Dortmund. So, and he's done it before for other teams as well. So, and his national team as well. So, I think he can bring people into play. Maybe that's a way of trying to, be a decoy to try and get other players to play him as more as a target man. Yes, exactly. Hotspur Hood. You make it quite clear there. I do like that. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Big up to you, by the way. So it's if he does that, he could that could be another avenue for Man City. Obviously the defense is not great at the moment because they've lost Rodri, but I don't think it's just Rodri. I don't think this run of losing games isn't just because of Rodri. It's one of the reasons, yes, but you can still score goals, and they've just completely fell off a cliff trying to score goals. They score one goal, they don't score anything after that. They don't finish off teams. So, I mean, I'm not looking into it too much because I don't know too much of. I haven't really watched so much of it. But watching the game against Everton, they just didn't take their chances. Didn't make great chances. I thought. I think Everton were still a little bit more comfortable still, but they didn't take their certain chances that they had to score the second goal, and that put pressure on the defence. So really, it's about them scoring goals. I think the main thing I think the problem is with Man City is that they don't score. They're so reliant on Haaland to score goals because they've got Savio, who's for me is a good little player. He can get past players. He's very tricky, and he can duck himself on the shoulder. But when he, he doesn't really. He's not clinical enough. He's just not clinical enough, really. So I think they do miss Alvarez. I think they miss a second striker to take the pressure off Haaland, because I think Haaland's played a lot of games so far, and he must be in the red zone by now, like Kulusevski at the moment. So you know, I do think, and big up to Chinks, because I think Chinks made this point on the, you know, Chinks made this point on the Rivals show on Spurs Kings TV, which you should be subscribing, by the way. You should be subscribing, by the way, right? I will put some. I'm going to have to put some links into these into the comments. So you are subscribing to that channel for my boy Asthmatic and Marlon, the most underrated, and Deji as well. You know, Chinks made a very good point about when I called in the above average John Carew without the goals. He said that he has, in other teams he has held up the ball for other teams, and he does help bring other players into play with also scoring goals, so he can do it. But I mean, Pep has just been pushing him to be this striker up front, just up front, and that's it. So ultimately, I think for me, he needs. I think he does need to, adapt certain things. I think that's what he needs to do, and they need to take more of their chances. I think that's the main thing for me. But big up to everybody. Big up to everybody in the chat. There are 49 of you. Hopefully, you're liking the stream and helping me get up to 2,000 subscribers. There will be more things on the channel soon. There will be some debates on the channel as well. More debates shows coming up soon, hopefully, and also a little bit more. Well, I'll keep the teasers to the end of the show. We'll leave that to the end of the show, and that's it. But big up to everybody in the chat. I'm just going to run off some people that are on the show today. Big up to you. Big up to you, Glenn Hoddle. I'm good, thank you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good Christmas. Big up you, Scott M. That was a really tasty debate with you and Ariane yesterday, Scott. That was a very tasty debate. I watched that. Very good. Big up to you, Cole Shot. Man, can Ange leave? I don't even care if he wins or lose. I've gotten the fun to him to being here. Yeah, I think for me at the moment, even if he wins the Carabao Cup, I don't rate him. I don't rate him. Let's be honest here. Ramos won the Carabao Cup. He got sacked the following season. And we know what happened to George Graham. I don't want to mention his name, but at the same time, he won the League Cup. They sacked him off, Levy, because they wanted to play the Tottenham way. They've got Glenn Hoddle in. The rest is history. So it's not a great omen with us winning it. We need to win a cup. Yes. I'm not dismissing the cup. No. I'm not dismissing any cup at the moment because we need a cup. Let me make that absolutely clear. We need a cup. 110%. Please don't think I don't. I think we do need a cup, definitely. But for me, it's not a great omen that he's, for me, I think it's not going to be a great omen if we win the Carabao, if we win the League Cup. I mean, let's put things in perspective here. Man United won trophies with Ten Hag. Look what's happened this season. The only way that Ange can change things if he listens to his coaching staff. He adapts. But I've got on good authority, because I've got my sources, that he ain't listening to his coaching staff. It's just his way, and that's it. So this is why I can't back this guy, because you can see clearly no one's improving. And I detected this quite earlier on because I was going to games and they weren't very good. And people kept on saying to me that I went on shows and they were telling me, oh, this is really exciting football. And I was like, what? Really? No, it's not. It's not getting me off my feet. I think the excitement, I think the whole atmosphere was what you're gaining from this. Yeah. And the games are up, very to and fro. Yes. But that's not exciting football to me. That's not quality football. We're very predictable the way we play. And Chelsea figured it out very easily. It's Liverpool that figured it out very easily. When they realised what Tottenham were always trying to do, get down the bar line, the wing back, get him down the bar line to cross, to put it through the across the box for either Solanke or the other winger to score or to have it to take a chance. They figured out how to stop Tottenham. So we're just very, very, very predictable. And that for me is just Ange ball for me. I've got to be honest. That's why I can't. Listen, I'm not going to say anymore because I'm sick of talking about him. Big up to you, coys 87. Yeah, well, that's the best thing to do when it's this time of year. I'm on retirement though, mate. I've got to be honest. Big up to you, Rob Frank. Big up to you. Big up to you, Tiago Cruz. Big up to you. Big up to you, Rilla Lane. Big up to you. Thank you for that. Big up to you, Tottenham. Big up to you. First time I've seen you. Big up to you. Big up to you. What's happening, Mr. Box Office? Yeah, listen. I was out last night enjoying myself, just trying to enjoy it. I wanted to do a video, to be honest with you. I'm trying to do more videos when I'm out talking about Tottenham, but just to switch it up a little bit, But yeah, it was just a bit cold yesterday, very cold yesterday. But yeah, I need to get out. Really, I've been out the last 2 nights, but yeah, I think it's getting a bit old now for me to do that. For me, but. Moving on very quickly, but big up to you, Tom Thatcher, big up to you, the Sheriff, big up to you, my guy, big up to you, supporting as well, big up to you, Rich Esmond, thank you, big up to you, Daniel Taylor, big up to you. Only person I want to change a manager to a coach that coaches and who's tactically astute. Yep, exactly. Listen. Daniel, it's something that listen. You notice these things over time. This is the thing. You notice these things over time. You can't make a judgment very quickly. That's why I couldn't judge Ange straight away. Because if I judged him straight away, yeah, but I couldn't get on board with him. No, and the thing, like I said, and now people put it up on me. Yeah, I need to see the ball back in for bad times, and they are backing him. They're sticking with him. So I can't have a go at Levy. I can have a go at Levy for so much things, for not running this as a football club. Yes, he's done a lot of things. I couldn't forgive him for the whole thing he did with Pochettino. No, because that was a perfect manager for Daniel Levy. Perfect manager. Let's be honest here. Martin Yole was a perfect manager for him as well. Harry Redknapp, perfect manager for him. But again, doesn't do it for me. Again, just I don't know. He just knows how to mess it up, and the whole thing with Marine. And again, I don't want to say the same thing. You've seen, if you saw, and again, I don't want to be funny about it, but if you want to see this, it's explained on here. It's explained on here. It's explained on there why I cannot back Ange Postecogolu. Go and watch the channel. Go and watch that. And then you see why I can't back Postecoglu. The whole thing, why from Pochettino, what happened. You'll see it all there. So, I can't repeat myself and repeat it every single time. I'm not that guy. I'm just not that guy. Simple. And I can't change it, regardless what you say, really. Big up to you anyway. Where am I up to now? I want Ange Out. Areola is in, but I don't see him paying the release clause. Yeah, I don't. I do not either, to be honest with you. I want him out. Yeah, I want him out as well, to be honest with you. Yeah, you want to coach? Yep, I do want to coach. Yeah, thank you, Daniel. Just you confirmed it. But some people don't understand what I've been talking about. Like I say, it's a 1 minute video, 1 minute. So I'm not going to explain what I want, what my opinion is completely. I've actually gave him some hints anyway in the video. I've said, well, this is what I don't like. Little thing. Go and watch Mr. Box Office TV. I explained it there. But he still says, oh, what's your opinion on the manager still? What's your opinion on Tottenham still? I've gave you hints already. Go and watch the channel. I can't do it in 1 minute because then it's going to be about 5 minutes. I just don't see the sense. But anyway, listen, it's not nothing against David. I love David, but it's just when he says that, I just don't understand it, to be honest with you. I want Ange out. Yep, yeah, I saw that. That's it. Uses, is that enough? Yeah, well, whatever that means. But I listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like for me, you know, I'm just tired of this bloody saying the same things, Mark. You know, Mark. I'm just tired of saying the same things. And it's rinse and repeat. It's like I don't enjoy saying the same things, Mark. I don't enjoy it anymore. I've done this too long. I've done YouTube so long now that you know it's not fun anymore. You know, so you know what, I speak to Kuva a lot, and he's saying the same things. He doesn't bother. He's done. Like seeing him, what he was doing, said on Tottenham on Tour. Big up to them guys and subscribe to that channel. Big up to them. Watching Kuva sums up what I've been like. You know, we talk all the time, most of the time, and that's why I want him on. Is because he is, you know, he's very honest. We have not agreed certain things, but he talks it how it is. And that's how he's feeling. He doesn't enjoy the club, and I don't enjoy the club anymore. But no one criticizes Kuva, and no one should criticize Kuva. No one should. Let's get this absolutely clear. No one should criticize him because that's entitled to his opinion, right? But you know, oh well, you're not you're expressive. You're too expressive, or you look happy. I mean, it's silly. It's very silly. You know what I mean? Big up to you, Derek Husband. Big up to you, Nige. Big up to you. You should subscribe to this channel, by the way. Very good up and coming channel, by the way. Big up to him. Big up to you, John. Yeah, I'm with you. There's not been since Poch, apart from Conte's first season. It was good when it finished fourth and beat the scum. Yeah, I admit, yeah, he did very well with a team that, to be honest with you, is no better than this team that we've got at the moment, to be honest with you. And he'd got the best out of the team. I've got to give it to him, yeah, definitely. Yeah, right. Team managed, clubbed is weak. Mentality, physically, both well said. Yeah, I think it is definitely. Big up to you, Hotspur Hood. You should be subscribing. Watch his channel yesterday. Very hot yesterday, and well done for your 4K subscribers, mate. You will deserve it. You really have turned. Tommy did really well with the channel, but you really made it, grown it even more by your personality, mate. Big up to you. I've said this to you personally as well, so you know this already, mate. Yes, this is live, John. Yes, it is live. Just I like to talk. I like to talk. That's why sometimes I keep it short and sweet on shows. I have to keep it short and sweet on shows because I've got my own platform to talk. And that's what I do. That's what I do, talk, have my say, and just say it how it is. And we're 44 minutes into the show. That's how it goes every single time. Big up to you, the Boonverse. Big up to you, big up, Matt, Alex, man. You're ahead of the curve. Yep, I was. You've called out this for Ange Out from day dot, but a fresh project. Give it time. Yeah. Well, listen, you have to. They have to give themselves time. They have to show themselves. You know, it's not for me. You know, there's only so much I can do. I can turn up to matches. I can fund the club by supporting them by doing that. But it's really up to the club now. It's up to the players. It's up to them. You know, they get the benefits out of this. Yeah, we get the benefits as well, but it's up to the players. So, you know, I can talk for the Eskimos. I can say this and say that. I can say this, but I've got no effect. I can only say so much to affect the team. They get paid the money. You know, they get paid the money to do what they're doing. So there's not really much I can say, really, to be honest with you. Yeah, we should keep Poch. I agree with you. Yeah, yeah. Well, we extended Spence's contract, didn't we? I mean, Mark. I mean, honestly. Yeah, I've said this question already. Big up to you, Ben. Big up to you, Ben. Yeah, big up to you, and I hope you're doing well. And I had a good questions, mate. Big up to you. Yeah, championship next. No, I don't think we are. I don't think we are. Mark. I think right now, I think there are 3 worse teams than us, definitely. But it is concerning. But then look at Manchester United at the moment. Look at Manchester United at the moment. I mean, we're not the only ones. Man United are not looking good at the moment, but obviously they've just changed their manager, and I think they will get money to spend in January because they cannot continue the way they're going at the moment. They cannot. I think Levy's too scared to sack him at the moment because the support he still has with some of the fan base. Yes and no. I think they generally do get on with each other. I think Postecogolu takes a lot of pressure off him because he takes it a lot on his shoulders. He did explain to Daniel Levy when he's employed that he's going to play a certain way, and if you don't want it, don't employ him. So he did tell us, which I have agreed with him because he did say that. You know, whether you like it or not, I don't like it, but I have given credit because he has said, being honest, from the very get-go, Postecogolu, that he's going to play his way. He's told the players this as well. The likes of Maddison's, all the new signings, this is the way I'm going to play, and that's the way I'm going to do it. So, yeah, you're right. You're right. Maybe he is a bit scared, yeah, because maybe he does get on with him very well. But there will be a point if it does get worse and we are near the relegation zone, there will be some things that will have to be done very quickly because we can't have that. Tottenham can't be in a relegation fight. No, they can't. But I don't foresee that happening. And if Tottenham go out the cups, yeah, maybe that will change the game a little bit. But I generally do think that it'll be by the end of the season. I thought he's going to walk. I thought he was going to walk because I thought he was too big. Well, not big physically. Yeah, we're not talking about that. No, don't take my words for that. I just, I think he's got, a bit about himself to say, no, I'm not going to get pushed out of here. I'll just leave. At my own accord. So I think by the end of the season, for me, he never really stays anyway. So at clubs for a long time anyway. So I don't expect him to stay that long. Does sound like a good idea. Yeah, Ariola, yeah, big up to you. We are Spurs TV. Big up to you. In Big Ange we stand, bigger than Harden and Fall. This is the man Ange is failing hard. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Absolutely agree. Big up to you. Yeah, I need to do more research on Tavadic. I do need to do some research. Big up to you, Tristan. Big up to you. Yeah, do. Danny Kuriaki. Big up to him. Hope he's doing, like I said, I hope he's doing well. Alternatives to Ange is obvious. Ariola, Silva, Frank. Yep. But can you trust Eustace, Moon, Munn, Lange, and Levy to make the right appointment if he's sacked? No, I don't. This is the problem. If it was Brighton, I could trust them. But Tottenham, no. Better than Son. A terrible captain. Yeah, I listen. It's a good suggestion. I don't rate Kulusevski. I just don't rate him at the moment. And he does talk very well. And there's a lot of things I do agree with him. Can he put this team on his back and be captain? Have to see it. He does have that similar ilk to Fernandes a little bit. When he talks, I think Fernandes, he has that sort of arrogance about him. Even though I don't rate him still. I think he's good form, very good form. I think it's fair to say that he's having a good season, yeah. Good form, though. Not great player. And yeah, Son's not a captain for me, no. And he's not playing well at the moment. I think the problem is that we're not challenging him. That's the problem at the moment. Yeah, and I tend to agree. I mean, I'm trying to be respectful, but that's not because of other people, because they get emotional about it. No, it's just I'm just trying to be a little bit respectful because this guy has been very good for us recently. In the past, and it's the club's fault that we didn't get any competition for him to make him think about it, And I don't think Ange's system helps him either, So I have to say that, 75 people in the chat. Hope you're liking the stream and subscribing, and supporting your boy, Mr. Box Office, to get to 2,000 subscribers. I hope everyone's having a good Christmas so far. Just going through the comments. A lot of you commenting at the moment. Ange's here for entertain. Yeah. Are you entertained? Honestly, anyway, I don't want to say any more on him because we said it all. Yep, I agree. Attach their opinions. Yep, it is the case. 50 years. Yeah. I feel for you, mate. But did you see Bill Nicholson and I forgot the other guy. Oh gosh, I've got short memory now. Did you see the Bill Nicholson era and the other era as well, Mark? Just say in the chat. Ange has been backed more than most managers I've seen at the Spurs. Yeah, I agree. That's the thing. That's the thing. I think what he said about entertainment just sums it all up personally. He said, "Are you entertained?" Oh, I love that. What he saw against Man United. And I was like, okay. Right, okay. Well, there we go. He'll ruin them with tactics. Yeah, well, he's going to ruin the people like Van der Ven, which I said from the very get-go. When this guy came in, when we were seeing Van der Ven saving us every single time from when the balls are going over the top, and the striker's going at the ball or the winger's going at the ball, he's saving us every single time. Going back, running back with pace. I said that I saw that and I thought, yeah, this guy's his hamstring's gonna tick. His hamstring is just going to tick. You can see it straight away, 110%. And then, like, what do you know? It ticks last season. Then he's out for quite a while. Ticks this season because he's on the left back. And then people think, well, we've got too many injuries. We expected to have loads of injuries because we knew his hamstrings were really bad, but we didn't get any defenders in. But then you see the likes of Vukovic, who for me at the moment looks very well. He's playing well at the moment, playing very well at the moment from what I've seen. And when he comes in, they're going to overhype him as well. But again, it's different playing where he's playing at the moment to the Premier League. But he does look like a very good built defender. Yeah, he does. But for me, he needs experience next to him to help him. Big up to you, International Reserver. Big up to you. I need to do more research on the manager, Tesic. I need to Tesic. I do need to make some. I do need to do some more research on him. Yep, ruining. Yes, he is definitely ruining him. Alex, what's your view on the injuries this season? It hasn't been bad in a while, but at least not in recent memory. No, but I, like I say, I can't feel sorry for us because we said that we had a very good squad. We had a really good squad, and I don't think that's really. I don't think we should be You know, I just for me, I just don't feel that we should be going on about injuries when we said that we have a very good squad. We let go of the likes of Højbjerg, Lo Celso, and we didn't get anybody better than them to compete with the midfields we have. Hence why you're seeing our midfielders not playing well at the moment. With the profile midfielders that we brought in, and it goes on to what my point is, and I will caveat this saying that I had this discussion with Asmatic, who will maybe go into a little bit more detail on Spurs Kings TV on Tuesday on this. I think Ange, what he wants is he wants all his midfielders, like I said before, I think I said it on my last show, that he wants a similar sort of midfielder profile so that can do everything. Right. So when a midfielder is, going and attacking, the other midfielder can just sit in and do the same similar thing. So technical player that can do everything, basically. That's why we got the likes of Berval. You've got Mikey Moore, who are very good technically. Then you've got Archie Gray, that is now playing defence at the moment. So you've got, you've got a lot of midfield. You've got a lot of midfielders who are similar. That they've got potential, but they also can do everything. So they can defend, they can attack, they can spray the ball. They're very good technically, so they can do everything. So just be the complete midfielder, basically. But we all know if you want a complete midfielder, like a Rodri, for instance, those cost a lot of money. So it's impossible to just do that. So really what you're doing is you need either someone who's got lots of potential, a manager that's got a midfielder that's got lots of potential, and you've got to coach that player and make them better over time, which is what you're going to have to do with Archie Gray, Berval, Mikey Moore, any midfielder that we've got in our under 21s, you've got to do that. But what we're doing at the moment is that we're just playing them in the system and just getting them to. He's just saying, "Well, I've told you the basics. Now you just work it out for yourself." And in some way, yeah, that's good that he's letting people work it out for themselves. But at the same time, why would you do that when they're not really used to anything? They need to learn the beginning, the middle, the end. So you've got to go through it with them. You've got to, and you've got to keep on doing that with them, because players only become more familiar with things over time, and you've got to coach them and show them how to do it, because that's how you do it. You can't just let them work it out for themselves, especially young players, because they've got no idea, and especially when you've got not very experienced, players that don't really know Ange's system very well as well. You're always going to come unstuck, aren't you? So yeah, the idea of what Ange is trying to do, I don't really understand. And this is where I just think that Ange, that's why I just think Ange is not for me, and that's why he's not a coach for me. And yeah, expecting the players just to work it out for themselves, I don't agree with this. I think yeah, give them a little bit of freedom, yes, but you're talking about a team that is, not, very well drilled of winning at the moment. So they're unsure of doing that at the moment. And I'm not too sure just winning the Carabao Cup is going to inspire them to do even more. I don't know at the moment. So this is where I don't agree with this. The players get gassed after 20 minutes and they dreaded the ball come out, and the players can't complete a 5-yard pass. Well, I mean, they make a lot of mistakes, and that mistake for the goal against Nottingham Forest when we lost the ball, you had Morgan is right, that was, running ahead of us, going on the break. Then he already just had an easy pass onto, I think it's Alanga, and this Alanga just had the free range to just put in the bottom corner. So it's a typical sort of goal that we let in a lot. I mean, I don't think it's just because of the high line. It's the way we're organised. I think Mourinho summed it up perfectly. We're not compact enough. We don't compact. You need to compact themselves. He was talking about a game. I think it was against Chelsea when Man United won 4-0, and we're not compact. That's what was the problem. We just weren't compact enough. That was the problem. Yeah, big up to you. What was he saying here? What do you think of the ex-manager being rumoured? Could it be once? The board could quietly, proactively try and... Yeah, I absolutely agree. Well, this is what we should be doing. Now you're seeing things going wrong at the moment. And, you're seeing seeing and struggling at the moment. You've got to look at options. You've got to be prepared, because if we fall down the table even more, you need to look at changing it. You need to think of options. You need to be proactive, because you can't let this situation carry on. Now, that's what a proper club does. That's what a proper club does for me. And so, yeah, I mean, I need to do more research on him, definitely. Without Ange, yeah, I think he's absolutely ruining him. We are Spurs TV. I think he's absolutely ruining him. Haaland can't feed himself, as why Kane is better than... that's he's better out of play, but he's a very good goal scorer, Haaland. But I think he could do better, using better. That's really it, really. Big up to you, Lee Richards. You always support and really come up some good arguments in my comments. Really good arguments. I really do appreciate it. I really do enjoy reading your takes. I really do. Even if I don't agree with you, I do really enjoy it. You give me some good football reasons. Big up to you. Really support the channel you do. Big up to you. Big up to you, Stel, from Top of my way. Big up to you, Ange Out, all the fans who defended Levy, and the man who sacked Conte and brought in Ange. Yeah, big up to you, Stel. I mean, I won't say it the way you're saying it. Big up to you, though. Big up to you. Yeah, I'm a bit behind on the chat. Big up to you. Big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to you, C. Big Bill Slezzy. Big up to you. The first time I've seen you. Big up to you. Welcome to the channel. Big up to you. Big up to you, Marketing H. Again. Big up to you. First time I've seen you. Big up to you, Billy Wilson Neil. Big up to you. Has Audi agreed to join when Ange gets sacked? Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. We do need a new goalkeeper as well, because that's a worry for me as well. Big up to you. Loving the content. Keep up, smash the lights. People, it's rare people have their own opinions nowadays, and Box Office definitely does. Big up to you. Big up to you, Chinks. Big up to you. You really support, and yeah, I love Chinks. I love Chinks. Yeah, I loved him since he... I mean, I love some of the people on that channel, but I don't think they like me, some of them, which it's surprising, because, to be honest with you, I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad, to be honest with you. I think there's a... I think people just, don't like the directness. And, sometimes being direct is looked as negative, really, to be honest with you. But big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to everybody. Big up to Ellie. I see Ellie. I see you, Ellie. Big up to you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. I saw, Birkinshaw. That's it. Yeah, that is it. Big up to you. Big up to you, Tony Rodriguez. Big up to you. Big up to you. Big up to you. You seem to think. Big up to you. Big up to you. Big up to everybody in the chat. I think there's so many people here. Big up to you. Oh my gosh, I'm James Watt in the chat. I think it's the first time I've seen you. Big up to you. Big up to you, JME. Big up to you. Big up to you. Big up to you, Future Brights, Future the Right Lanes. Big up to you. Big up to you. This is a lot of people here. Big up to you. Big up to you, Ellie. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Miss you on streams. Big up to you. Big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to you, G, Son, big up to you. What is the definition of sincerity? Ange is definitely it. I like that. I like that one. I like that one. Big up to you, Scott M. Big up to you, Mega Diego. Big up to you. Big up to you. There's so many people in the chat. Big up to you. I wouldn't bring him on, no. Purple Records. No, I wouldn't. Because the reason why I wouldn't do that, because he's just so inconsistent. I don't think it's the right environment for him either. I don't think Ange would get the best out of him. I think he needs a proper coach. I think he needs a fresh start. Maybe out the country. I think he needs not in Saudi. No, I don't. He needs Saudi. No, but I think he definitely needs. Yeah, I just think he needs to just. Yeah, I think Tottenham's just not the right place for him. I think I don't think we need a Man United reject as far as I'm concerned. And he's very inconsistent. I don't think that really helps our team. We've already got a reject in bloody Timo Werner, who I just hope we can just get rid of. Another player I would just get rid of tomorrow. I would just get rid of tomorrow is Richarlison, that below average Emil Heskey. I would just get rid of him tomorrow. Honestly, he's just been useless. Honestly, what were we doing? What were we doing? That was Daniel Levy's fault. Oh gosh, what were we doing? Getting this guy who absolutely bang average. It's the standards of this club. I mean, some of the stuff that I've seen. Why is it that we do this to ourselves? I mean, like I say, the recruitment is so bad, and why is it my boy Asthmatic on a Tuesday night, every Tuesday night, gets me players for free. For free. And it's not even funny. Why? I don't get it. Oh, I don't get it. I don't get it. As a lifelong Celtic fan and Spurs fan, I warned everyone, do not hire. And Celtic got pumped game after game in Europe, and he stubbornly refused to adapt. Well, Martin, listen, mate. I thank you for the comment, by the way, because I know a lot of Celtic fans tell me, "Oh, you're deluded. You don't know Ange." Thank you for that comment, because I do appreciate that, because it does show that that people do listen. And like I say, I needed to see it for myself. I need to see how it plays out, and I'm seeing the way it's playing out now, and everything I've said has been justified, like I said from that last episode. So, and I think maybe you see things, and when you see the patterns and the same patterns happening, you can't defend it anymore, can you? You just can't. So, what do you want me to say anymore? But this is what people do. Yeah, that's it really for me. Apparently, we're not going to sign the goalkeeper. We are so cooked. Well, I think we need a goalkeeper, because you can't rely on just Foster all that time. Because what if he gets injured? We've already got one injury in the Vicario, and he's out, I think, until March, I think, or February. So, yeah, I mean, I think we do need to bring somebody in loan at the moment. I think it's not. I don't see why we can't do that. Southgate or Ten Hag, no, I wouldn't take him at all. I think, yeah, he doesn't have a style. I wouldn't take Potter at the moment, because I don't know if he really improves players. That's the thing. I don't know. He's got a good style of play, but I mean, what has he learnt from? And he's been out of work for so long now. So there must be a reason, because he was linked with Leicester City, wasn't he? Maybe we would have taken him a bit earlier on, but I mean, it fell off at Chelsea so much. Thought I'd give Mr. Botser for a try tonight. Looking forward to it. Come on, you Spurs. Big up to you, futures. But yeah, big up to you. Thank you for watching. Welcome to the channel, and hopefully you enjoy the content, mate. Big up to you, and hopefully having some new content for you soon as well. So another one as well. Thank you for all your comments, by the way, because didn't really have that much to say tonight, but just a response to David, which, like I said, please like and subscribe to his channel. Like and subscribe to everyone, and also, it'd be nice if we all come together to challenge each other on opinions. You're not going to change anybody's opinion, no. You're not going to change my opinion, no. But it's good to have a bit of a challenge. It's good to have a little bit of debate. Don't see why not. Don't see why not at all. And why I'm going to do this debate show soon. As is still mostly possible amongst the casuals who make up the majority of the fan base. Levy knows he has to wait for the couple of more losses. Yeah, well, I think that's the case at the moment. We've established that he's getting backed. And yeah, that's it really. Suicidal tactics. Yep. Injuries. Yep. That is why we're losing a lot of players at the moment. That is why. Big up Ellie. Big up the Queen Ellie. Big up to you. You're Ange Out now. Big up to you. I mean, I had to apologise to you about Oibia. This is what the club does to you, Ellie. This is what the club does to you. Hindsight's a beautiful thing. Being a Tottenham fan, like I said, a beautiful thing. Go and watch the channel. You know what video it is, and support that and that's it. And for me, I don't understand why we're not playing Dorrington. Dorrington must be sitting there thinking, why am I not on loan? Why am I not on loan at the moment? Because I'm not getting a chance here. I might as well go on loan. Because if I'm not going to get a chance, and we've got so many injuries, and then a midfielder of all people who came in from Leeds, who's played right back, and the midfield is playing centre back, playing in my position, I can't get in the team. Why am I not on loan? Why am I not on loan? I mean, it's just so damning that you've got to do that. Yeah, he's not been too bad, Archie Gray, at centre back. He hasn't. I won't lie. He looks very confident when he don't look out of place. Someone described him as I'll give it to you who said this. It was Kuva, and it's a good suggestion. He looks like John Stones. He has a similar ilk to John Stones, but I still think he needs to go on loan. But it's a very, very, very heated subject, Archie Gray. I think he needs to go on loan or put somebody proper experience next to him to guide him. Because he's doing okay. Some people say that he's doing better than Dragusin. That's a good argument, maybe. I don't know. But he still shouldn't be in that position. We shouldn't be putting him in that position for me. Yeah, so that's it for me. Basuma. I mean, the fact that Basuma is centre back, another midfielder being the centre back, is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. We don't want to use a young player that we kept on saying is the class of '92. So why do you not get any centre backs in the summer then? Mihailovic was available, but Morton and Forest gone and got him. Ridiculous. I do think I did predict that we will lose against Wolves, but I wouldn't be surprised if we win. I wouldn't be surprised. Martin, to be honest with you. But, we have to see what happens. Because we can score goals. Don't know how we do it. That's how bang average the Premier League is, to be honest with you. Because I don't see why how are we doing it, to be honest with you. I've got no idea. Absolutely no idea. Keith Birkinshaw, yeah, big up to you. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to you, Phil. Big up to you, Phil. I had to say something. Vic goes to the ground and too much for my liking when he tackles and he needs to know when to play the ball, as he is a skillful defender. But in this league, he will be caught out possession. You know what? I haven't seen him, Billy. I haven't seen him, so I need to see him. I need to see the way he plays. And big up to Martin, by the way. I'm well behind, mate, on comments, but I never expect to have a lot of people watching. So, I normally just think, oh yeah, I'm just going to just talk and just, see who's watching, and that's it for me. So, big up to you for watching, and hopefully see you again soon. I hope you have some much more light-hearted content soon, or maybe some videos. Yeah, I'm working on it anyway. Hopefully some brand new things for the brand new year. That's what they'll say. But yeah, going back onto your point, yeah, Vustovic, yeah, I think you have to caveat it with the league that he's playing in at the moment. So yeah, you have to caveat it, and that's why I think we can't. But he has been looking impressive. Yes, he has. You can't be but impressed with what he's doing at the moment. But yeah, I absolutely agree with you. You can't really take too much out of it. You need to see how he is when he comes to the Premier League. Yes, and he won't get away with certain things in the Premier League. No, once people get used to you, they'll figure out how to stop you. And you'll have to learn to do that. You have to learn how to deal with it. Definitely. Oh, I'm getting rough. I'm getting things in my. It's getting a bit stuffy in here. Stuffy. So yeah, I might have to start wrapping up the show soon. But big up to you, everybody. He hasn't lost the pace, Daniel, but I think he's lost a lot of respect amongst our fans. Yeah, he hasn't lost all the pace. Daniel, oh yeah, oh, I see. Yeah, I think he's talking about Son. I think she's talking about Son. Yeah, I think Son. Yeah. Yes, he's definitely struggling. He is definitely struggling. Oh my gosh, there's so many people in the chat. Yeah, listen, big up to you, Reezy. Big up to you, Reezy. I've not seen you before. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Listen, we might not agree, but I like to challenge people. And like I said, when I do my show on Mr. Box Office TV, the debate show, I welcome anybody that disagrees with me. Anybody who don't really come on my channel a lot, who disagree on WhatsApp groups, to come on the channel and put their argument across why they disagree with me. We can have a football debate, box office, and you make yourself known. I think that's fair enough. I think that's fair enough to everybody. I will do that soon. That's what I'm going to do. But yeah, listen, Kudu for me hasn't improved. I think he's gone back to what he was when he was at Juventus, when he was at the start of us, when he started with us. I think he's only just moved to another position for me. He hasn't improved. I think he's always physical. He does use his body very well. He works very hard. I admit that he's been our best player because he does work very hard. Since that Coventry game, he stood up. I'll give it to him. Everton as well, he looked good as well. But yeah, I need to see a little longer. Need to see this longer term. But I do think it was a good point. I don't want to have him as a captain yet. But yeah, I don't know at the moment. Big up to you, John. George, big up to you. Big up to you. Big up to you. And injuries are like this. Nobody was injuries like this. No, yeah, but Reezy, I don't agree with this. Like I said, we didn't do enough for me. We didn't do enough in transfer window. So I think we put on ourselves. We knew what the season is. Like I said, this is only going to get worse. We're going to have to buy in January because December is finishing soon, but January's coming upon us, and we've got a lot of games. Europe, League Cup, FA Cup, because I expect us to get through the FA Cup. on a very difficult ground as well. So we might be trouble with injuries there. We're gonna have games. We're gonna have the derby, the North London derby as well. We've got Europe, as well. So, I think for me, we've got a lot to go, a lot, and for me, I, I, I don't think this is going to let up at all. And if he keeps on playing these tactics, it's only going to get worse. These injuries, honestly, only going to get worse. And I can't say any more than that. Big up to you, Lou by Levy. Big up to you, new subscriber. Seen you for a few of the streams. Liked what you say. Thought I'd tune in. Big up to you. Big up to you. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Big up to you. Big up to you. So many people in chat. Big up to you, David. Big up to you. Can I give a shout out from Naples? Big up to you from Naples. Big up to you. Love. Great to see you. Big up to you. Missed out on like Kelly on the free. We need fans to talk about his recruitment. You can't tell me we can't get a baller for cheap price tag. You know what? Listen, I don't know about Lloyd King being a baller, but I mean, I've said already, I don't rate our director of football, Noah Lang. I've had to apologise to the fact that I want Prodigy doing the transfers again. Because I think Prodigy was better than this. He had a plan. He had a plan. We didn't have a plan. I mean, at the moment, it's just all youngsters. And whether that's going to work, I don't think we've done enough. And I just think we focused so much on the youngsters and not really focused on actually getting, getting players that we need for now to actually improve the first team, which is what I've been banging on about from the whole summer, to be honest with you. But, I was called negative. It wasn't just Sanford and Stelios. It was me as well. And I could see it from a while off, you know what I mean? But, I mean, I couldn't, I just didn't rate the manager. I just don't rate this manager at all. Are we pinning our hopes on a child again? Well, I wouldn't say that in that way, but yeah, I see what you're saying, Rich. That's the problem, isn't it? Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to everybody who's watching. Big up to you. I think I've gone through. Big up to you, Nick Knack. Big up to you. Is Ange gone if he loses? No, I don't think so. I think it'll take a lot more. I think the cups are going to be very influential as well. I do think the style is definitely. I think I have to blame on the injuries. I'm sorry for me. Yeah, I think we can do more for me. Big up to you, Masfuz. Big up to you. Big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to everybody in the chat. Yeah. So I mean, it's the thing I've picked up from this is that Ange wants a different sort of profile. Now, the problem is at the moment, for me, the thing that's not helped him is the injuries with Alderbert, and Alderbert is one, and I think the fact that Son's got injured, or Son's not playing well as well, it's not really helped at all, because Alderbert's a different sort of profile to a Werner, a Son, so the fact that now he's injured because he's a very tricky winger, that's not really helped us. But at the same time, we should have got somebody more established. What I found out, which was very interesting about Alderbert, he was in the red zone after he left Burnley, because he played the Olympics after the season with Burnley when they went down, and then he went to the Olympics straight away, and then we bought him straight after the Olympics. So this is where we didn't really do what we really didn't prepare very well here, because if we knew that he was in the red zone, if we actually saw it, and I mean, he did have a medical, so I don't understand what happened there. Big up to you, Daniel. Big up to you, Daniel. I'm not too sure about Liregui. Conceição, I've heard a lot about. I've seen a few things about Conceição. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about him. I need to do more research on him. Conte Sal. But I think the managers I'm looking at the moment, well, the coaches specifically coaches I'm looking at is Areola, one. Thomas Frank I've heard a lot about. And so Thomas Frank, and there is I just completely forgot now. What else is there? Thomas Frank, and then there's Silva, Marco Silva for Fulham as well. Gallardo as well. He's an interesting one, and Terzic at the moment. Those are the managers I need. Terzic I need to do a little bit more research on, but he's interesting. Gallardo, he does look like another Bielsa sort of Ange type, but he can improve players. He works on players individually though. So this is where my thinking is at the moment with us going forward, because they will help coach the players. Whether they have time to do it with us having so many games at the moment, that's where the problem is at the moment. This is where you should be doing this during the pre-season. And this is where I think Ange has been so poor, because he had one game a week last season and no one improved. And so with all that time he had, he couldn't improve the players. Now, when you saw what Pochettino did, though, he improved the players so much that he was up down here and went up there. Just up. Just directory up. That's it for me. So, yeah, it's one of those things. It's just one of those things for me. I think, I don't know about Allegri would be suited to what we want for me. So, but, some good suggestions there, but just not for me. Not for me, really, to be honest with you. But big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to everybody, Bastoni. No, I'm just looking at people in the chat here. But it is what it is at the moment. Musman is saying here that Udebert is a decent player. We still should have got somebody more experienced. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely agree with you. Ange in all day, every single day. All you do is moan. Well, okay, so why is that? Why is that, Jason? Why is that, Jason? Well, big up to you for making the comment, but why is that? Why do you like Ange? Why do you like Ange? Give me a reason why. Give me a reason why in the chat. We're 12th. 12th from the table. 12th in the table. We're not, I don't think we're improved. I don't enjoy watching us. I don't think we play good football. I've not felt like that for quite a while. So tell me why. But big up to you for coming in the channel. I mean, you're welcome to make comments and to give me a football opinion back. It's because you have to have more patience. No. I've been patient for a year and a half. It's taken Pochettino a year and a half, the same time frame, to see something at the moment. If you look at the stats at the moment, he's not. It's damning. It is damning, especially the Canada of the year. You just look at Sav's stats, because Sav's stats. He's the one that sorted this all out. But yeah, I'm sorry. I don't understand what you're talking about. You're saying to me that. What do you want me to say? I mean, honestly, I've been patient enough. Like I said, Conte only taken 6 months. And we got top 4. I saw more with Mourinho. Yeah, but back then, though, back then, Jason, back then, right, Alex Ferguson, right, you saw some little bit of progress. You saw it. He was, back then, he had to win the cup, and then he got through. Yeah, I mean, but we're way away from. We can't compare ourselves to Man United. We cannot compare to Man United. Well, yeah. After that, yeah. After that, yeah. He after that he didn't do well. No, but Conte. I didn't like Conte. I did feel that you know, I did feel we were very reliant on Kane and Son. I think that was it. By the way, in the chat, don't all pile on him. Don't pile on him. We want. You don't mind. Listen, I love you all. I love you all. But he's fair to have his opinion. He's fair to have his opinion. This is why I'm going to do this debate show, not today, because at the moment I need to wrap up the show soon. But I'm welcome anybody, because it's nice to have somebody that disagrees to challenge me. This is what I love. So I don't want everyone piling on him. I like to see more people like this in the chat. I need more people like this in the chat to say a different opinion. So because this is what it is. This is a football debate. That's what it's all it is. You know what I mean? We welcome anybody. Yeah. Big up to you. We are Spurs TV. Big up to you. Big up to you. We're not having a go. Just like, we welcome everybody. Everybody who's got a different opinion, we welcome everybody, because we need to have a, we need, we're not here to be echo chambered. We're not here for that. That's not what we're gonna do. I'm not doing that here. But to follow your point, I mean, but to follow your point, Jason, the point is, whether well, big up to you for coming on. I would have you on, but it's just I need to wrap up the show soon. I need to wrap up the show soon. So because I've been going for about an hour and a half, this just shows you what I'm like sometimes, talking a lot, and that's it really. So you're lucky wants to get an hour and a half out of me. Normally I'm out. Someone I know has gone out to a theatre event, and I'm like, oh. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a Saturday night. I should be out. What am I talking about Tottenham for? I mean, listen, for me, I can't change what I feel about Ange. I don't think anyone's improved, Jason, for me, in that time frame. I saw more improvement with Martin Yol's team. I saw more improvement with Harry Redknapp's team back in the day. I even saw things with ABB. You see what I'm saying? So, for me, if he's not improving anything right now, if I'm not seeing any remnants of him improving the team right now, and I don't think this is a bad squad, I think he just needs to adapt the squad and improve the players, and he's not listening to his coaching staff, I don't see the point. It's just becoming the same thing I've seen before. And we've had some very good results against some big teams like Aston Villa, Man City. We've done well in those certain games. Yes, we have. But those have been an anomaly, especially in the Man City game. That was really the blueprint of where we should play. That's the blueprint of how we should play. But we didn't. We haven't carried on doing that. So for me, he's shown his hand already. He's saying that he's going to continue, which he has said, which I have said. By the way, big up to the Hotspur hood. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Oh, he's my guy. He's my guy. Whether I agree with this guy or not, right? Mostly, I don't. I agree with him a lot of the time because he's so good. But really nice of you. Really nice of you to do this for me. Yeah. First super chat of the channel, by the way. It's first super chat of the channel, and you didn't need to do that, mate. Big up to you, man. Really nice. Really nice of you to do that. Happy New Year, mate. Have a beer on me, mate, and you deserve it. Yeah, I don't drink, but people think I would drink. Yeah, I would drink. Yeah, but I don't. I know. But but I'll thank you for that. Really, really, really nice of you to do that. You didn't need to do that, but bless you, mate. Really nice guy. And please subscribe to his channel. He really deserves what he's, to get that 4K. Really nice of him to do that. But yeah, just to back on Jason. By the way, Jason, if you when I do my debate show, I'd like to see you on. I'd like to see you on. Yeah, because the thing is though, I need people to disagree. I need people to challenge me because we're not an echo chamber here. We're not an echo chamber here. But okay, just to say what I'm saying, really, the main thing is that for me, he's just not improving. He hasn't improved the team, and he had one game a week last season. One game a week. One week. One time he had 2 weeks off. So he didn't improve any of those players. So with the managers, with the assistants he had, I think he had Chris Davis, who was very well renowned at Leicester City, who worked under Brendan Rodgers. So I'm sorry, and he can't handle big characters as well. He has not handled big characters as well. He can't. The way that he's playing Maddison is not the right way. He's not getting the best out of Son. Right? He's playing players in round holes. He's not adapting. The fact that we've got no centre backs and he's not trying to adapt is just ridiculous. He's now playing Basuma at centre back when you've got a centre back in Dorrington, and Dorrington's must be sitting there thinking, well, why am I not getting a chance? I'm a centre back. I can't. If you've watched my video on why I don't back Ange, right? Which I'll put up here for you, right here. There you go. You watch that, you get an idea of what I'm talking about there. But yeah, just for me, not for me. I just, I can't even lie. I can't even do that really for me. Big up to We Are Spurs TV. Big up to you. Just put your comment in the comment box because if you forgot to put something in there. But thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. You need to start drinking, supporting Spurs. That nah. Yeah, it's enough. It's enough for me to enjoy life, Mark. You know what I mean? I don't need Spurs to enjoy life. You know what I mean? I've learned now. Saying Spurs different day. You learn. You just learn. And you learn to just get on with it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But big up to everybody. Big up to everybody. Yeah, I'm just keeping it. I'm keeping it real. Keeping it real. And yeah, I've never been a drinker, to be honest with you. I haven't got anybody. Not even got anybody. Because I know, I don't want to go there anyway. Because I know, respect to everybody. But back onto the football because I don't want to say something that it's not really because everybody goes through their struggles. But yeah, back onto the football. But yeah, just not for me. I'm not. I just enjoy a nice water, a nice apple juice, and or a fizzy water, and that's it really for me. I just enjoy the company. But yeah, big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to everybody. Some of the wrong stats have blew you away like me. Ange hasn't spent 500 million, only 375 in installments. Stats are skewed. Listen, I don't want to go into too much. I think Sava puts a lot into his shows, and I think he's been vilified. And I have respect for Sava because Sava didn't agree with me, and he respectfully, has respected me for what sticking by my opinion, and said it on his show, and I have absolute respect for him. The only thing is, the problem at the moment, I like actually when I challenge him. He's so much fun. When I agree with him, he's really it's not exciting enough. I like to challenge Sava. So You know, because I did like today's stream, this show, when people were challenging him. I do enjoy it. I mean, yeah, there's one person that I think need to do a little bit of his research, but when he's challenged, he's at his best. He's at his best, and I don't think he minds me saying that. You know, I think when he you know, I think he enjoys good football conversation, yes, but he likes to challenge. He loves challenges. You know, he loves debates. You see the buzz in his eyes when he's on it, he's on it. You know what I mean? So that's why I I want to debate him, and I think Dan would agree with me on that one because we always like a challenge. We always like a challenge, but at the moment we're all in tandem. We've been in tandem for quite a while, and it's not because I just copy him. That's the thing. It's just natural because I couldn't watch him one time because I thought, well, no, if I listen to him, I'm just gonna want to come on and debate him. And when I come on one of Sean's shows, Sean asked me to come on with Sava, so I knew what I was going to get myself into because we've been on stream shows before then during lockdown. Because I was saying that you're talking waffle about Pochettino and all that. And when we were on, I was like sitting there thinking, wait a minute here, he's saying the same thing I'm saying. What's going on here? This is weird. This is weird. And it's just naturally, just organically, we just agree. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And then you learn about the person. You have your debates. You get a little bit heated, and then you learn about the person, and then you learn, we're not that bad. We're just passionate about our team. But he loves Spurs. He loves Spurs, and he's a great presenter, and he's going to go places as well. So big up to Sava on Football Heritage TV. Big up to him. Yeah, it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games. It is definitely all fun and games. But yeah, it's same, Alex. I like Sava's show. All I'm saying is facts and stats. It's great. Yeah, I mean, he's a good guy. He's a very good guy, and yeah, he'll have his show tomorrow on the Spurs Review show tomorrow, and watching on tomorrow as well. So please tune in for that. But it will be wrapping up the show soon because it's getting late now. It's nearly 10 o'clock now. Going on to now the next day towards the new year. Now we're really away from Christmas now. Christmas is finished now, completely finished now. Everyone's now eating their mince pies, eating their stuffing, eating everything now. And now we're moving on to the new year. Where are we going to have new things, a new day dawning with a new manager? Don't think so. Being honest, you spoiler alert, don't think so. But are we going to see a new turn of form from our manager? I wonder if we will do that, or whether we will see it or not. I wonder if we'll see it, but we'll find out. Because against Wolves, moving on to the Wolves game, it's going to be a very interesting game. Now they're on a bit of a manager bounce, let's just say, under the new manager. Now, one thing I will say is it's going to be very interesting who's going to be in the starting lineup. I think he's made it quite clear, Ange Postecogolu, that Basuma might be in defence. So we might have a defensive pairing of Basuma and Archie Gray as centre-backs, which is going to be a very interesting combination when you've got Dorrington on the bench. Obviously, with all the injuries going and having that we've got at the moment, it's going to be a very interesting way, and we're going to have to take our chances because Wolves have still got some good players that can score goals. Yeah, and so it is what it is. Big up to everyone in the chat. Be nice to each other. Debate each other on the football debates. I can see some people in the chat, and we all love each other in here. Yeah, you can be passionate, and you can disagree, but just be nice to each other because we all got different opinions, and you can challenge each other, but let's be just nice about it. Big up to everybody because everyone's respected on Mr. Box Office TV, and everyone's welcome. But But I think we're all civil. Yeah. So but yeah, you know, I think it's going to be a very interesting lineup, and whatever happens, he's got a long way to go this season because it's going to be a bumpy ride. Because that fixture list, like I said, is going to be still ongoing to January to February, and we'll see where we are from there. And ladies and gentlemen, that's me wrapping up the show soon and taking the show. We're going to finish the show soon, and that's it. So big up to everyone in chat. Big up to everybody who subscribed, liked. If you have, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. We will see some more different, more sort of different content. I will finish with this. And to all those people that say that I waffle and not giving my own opinion, I'll say this. You know my opinion already. I told you in June 2023 that I couldn't back this manager because I needed the board to back him for a bad patch and bad times. Ange Postecogolu, Daniel Levy. Now I've seen a year and a half as his manager. I'm now seeing the board back him. But through that time frame, I've seen Ange talk way too much. I've seen that he can't coach these players to make them better. I've seen that his tactics are terrible and he can't adapt. And I've seen that he's not proving anything to me right now completely and just making me even more hate the manager even more and just wanting him out. And that just sums it all up for me. So really, I don't like the way we play. I've never enjoyed it. Yet, certain games we look good on the counter, which I established after Aston Villa. That we look very good on the counter. We're a very good counter-attacking team, which was established after Man City. But he doesn't adapt to those sort of tactics. Try and adapt to what we are strong at. So the conclusion is that I can't follow this anymore. I can't rinse and repeat myself anymore because it just gets too boring, depressing. And I'm not that person that gloats and just says, oh, I'm right every single time. It's boring. I'm an innovator. I'm a needle mover that likes to entertain, like my manager, but should be trying to win matches. Because at the end of the day, I'm a YouTuber that's a fan of Tottenham Hotspur that wants to make this channel a breeding ground to standards, but also entertainment and freestyling. Not singing songs like this. Bad to life, bad to reality. I'm fed up of singing that song. It's time that we use the standards and lift up the standards of this football club. Because when it don't look good, it don't make sense. And Postecogolu just doesn't make sense at all for me. And that's how I'm going to leave it. And that's it. So big up to everybody that's supported the channel. Big up to everybody who's watching, everyone around the world. As Mr. Box Office is going to relax now, go and have something to eat and enjoy some good entertainment tomorrow. Not the Tottenham kind, more the comedy type kind, and going to the new year in a new ebb, a new way of thinking, and a new way of doing things on this channel. Like I said before, tune in and keep locked in and locked in, because you'll get more different content like the best, the worst, and bang average top 5 coming to soon screen review. Also, the debate show where I'll call it maybe Make Yourself Known with Mr. Box Office. where anyone can come on and debate me on whether you agree with me or disagree with me about Tottenham Hotspur, and keep locked in and locked on. And as I saw it every single time, as I say, big up to everybody, big up to you, the Hotspur Hood for this for super chat. Big up to you. We are Spurs TV. Big up to you all. Big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to you who are watching and who supported Top Mr. Box Office. And I do watch people that are so nice. And big up to Jason for coming in and, you know, having a different point of view. Anyone's welcome. If you're respectful, respect you. Big up to you. And as always, as we wrap up this show, as we always do, if you didn't know, get to know, support your boy, Mr. Box Office, subscribe and like, and come on, you Spurs. And I'm out.